Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Thieves Den. How are we doing? I hope you're all ready for a good show. I'm sure you can all see that we've got us a special guest here tonight, so we've got some new exciting things to talk about. But first of all, I have to tell you what you're even doing here. Welcome to Honor Among Thieves. We are all the thieves. I am head thief for tonight. We go on a rotating basis to make sure there's a fair equitable distribution of responsibilities here among our little group of thieves. My name is Hayden, and I work with Gaming Honors as a logistics head, helping Andrea out with all kinds of things, trying to rally the troops when we need to put things back on track. I help out with our booth at Gen Con, and I will be our head judge tonight, and we'll be playing a group of peasants, including two ditch digging brothers in our adventure segment at the end. But before that, we got a lot of people.
Aren't they
Huh?
grave?
Are they ditch diggers or grave diggers?
Grave diggers. They're grave
Yeah,
diggers.
that's
There you
right.
go.
Yeah, it's
Getting corrected on my gaming by gamer adjacent. We're
That's right.
week by week we wither away. We get her more into the game. Anyway, enough about me. I'm hogging the spotlight here. Look at me. I'm gonna throw it over to Martin. Martin, introduce yourself. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. I was just distracted that Keith the Gamer Geek was at a restaurant on Friday that had an entree with rutabaga, which,
Oh,
my gosh, I think that,
Did you get it, Keith?
yeah, really, Keith, it's not enough just to see it. You gotta tell us how it was.
Oh,
Oh, he didn't get it. Wasn't feeling, they're delicious. Just don't smell them. Hey everybody, I am Martin. I'm the lead writer for Gaming Honors. I do a lot of our social media, but not all of it now that Kate helps out. And I also help out at Gen Con and do some road crew work for Goodman running games. I'll be running 4 DCC games at Gen Con this year. And I will be the judge later this evening for Castaways on the Purple Planet. Castaways on the Purple Planet. And you will have that song in your head forever.
oh, sit right here while I tell the tale of a long, long trip.
Yes.
Keith, I think that considering all of the channel point donations that you've done to save our characters from death in times of crisis, we'll let you have a pass on this one for tonight. But next time you got to get that rutabaga dish. We got to know how it is. All right.
I'm rutabagging you, Keith. Next time, just get it.
Ooh. All right. Who is this man wearing the Austin shirt who just dropped that amazing rutabaga pun? Tell us about yourself.
Hello, I'm Lance. I am one of the Gaming Honors guys. I do some booth jockeying. I'm a road reaver, judge, and do some illustration and a tiny bit of writing once in a while, and just an all-around fun guy.
Fun guy, is that a joke about is that a teaser for our later segment?
Oh, it's a teaser for that picture, but I'm going to tell you, I'm on 11 because we had a fantastic campaign wrap today.
Yeah,
we sure
did.
did.
Hey, who are your peasants, Lance?
Oh yeah, let me tell you my peasants. Sorry, I forgot about that. So I got Tosh, who is a shaman and found that fancy helmet that he's wearing in the wreck, remember?
Yeah.
And then I've got Floyd, the barber, who fights with a razor. I got Mudge, who's got a cutlass off the shipwreck as well, who used to be a grave digger, aka ditch digger. And I've got Shorty, and Shorty is a dwarven stonemason. And Shorty actually has a confirmed kill already. And is still oh yeah, I'm doing good there. Yes, I'm feeling pretty good about my guys.
I'm going for Shorty first, I'll tell you that.
All right.
I'll make a note of that for later.
Revenge killing.
So you're saying get Shorty?
Oh, nice.
All right. Andrea, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm Andrea. I'm the CEO of Gaming Honors, and you'll see me at the booth 167 at Gen Con. Mark it down. Be there or be square. And
You're so hip and cool.
I know.
Wow.
Wow.
Would you? Come on.
And I am the token gamer adjacent member of the Gaming Honors team. So that means that I'm not a player, but I love all of you. And this one in particular.
Aw. What was your name again? Oh, yeah, no, it's nice. Yeah, thanks.
All right. I am glad that you are doing fantastic tonight. We're going to carry that energy through and make this a fun show. Kate, hi, how are you?
Where are you, Kate?
Oh no, Kate's frozen.
Oh,
Kate's
geez.
frozen and
Oh,
she's
she's
not
back.
She's back. She's back.
You're not in your
Muted?
normal
She's unmuted.
place. Where are you? You're by a fireplace.
Hey, that was fun because it was like you became a very slow robot voice, Hayden. Like
Oh, I love when that happens. All the audio backs up.
I'm Kate, and I am a friend and fan and family member of the Gaming Honors team. And I also have with me tonight, you'll see, so for those of you that have watched before, I have Oliver here, and he's the dog that hates Zoom more than anything. Yes, don't you? So he will probably make himself known because I have to keep feeding him with things to keep him from barking. Then I also, if you watched last time, I was fostering a puppy who went home with another family, and I took another foster home, and that foster is now my family. So when you see the little black dog running around in the back, that's Vincent Vega. And this is his first time on the stream, so we'll see how he does with Zoom.
If you,
And so
sorry,
I
Kate,
was just
yeah,
gonna
no.
I was just gonna say, and then I do have some characters to play later. I also have a gravedigger of my own. His name is Kanye West, and then his brother's Spy Norman the urchin, and Kent Clark the dwarven apothecarist.
I just want to say that John Travolta did not pay us to make a Get Shorty and Vincent Vega reference in the same show. We get no money from John Travolta.
Yet.
I was just gonna ask Kate if we had like a graph of, you know, minutes of duration of Honor Among Thieves episodes and Oliver's weight from eating excess treats, would it just positive correlation?
It's not good, and like thankfully his mother is on a gig, and so she will not be watching me feed him.
Okay, glad to know you're in the clear.
It's literally
correlation does not equal causation.
No, I'm sure that the hour and a half worth of treats and peanut butter that he gets on the show have nothing to do with this immense weight gain.
Exactly.
Well, we'll keep your treat secrets, but it's not just the regulars of the Thieves Den who are keeping secrets tonight. For everybody, we have a special guest. Joe Weaver of Advent Chaos is here on with us tonight. Joe, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Technically on vacation. We're visiting my family in Tennessee. So should send a shout out to my mom who's letting me use her office. So this is not even my camera.
Your mom's office looks awesome.
I know, right?
Library.
I know, right? I was like, well, you know, thanks for the camera, Mom, but I'm still going to use my background.
And Joe, being on Honor Among Thieves is like being on a vacation.
Yeah, it seems that way. I mean, like we've got puppies and like treats. Some treats.
And we also like to do things where we spend some time talking about cool games. And so thanks for the intro, Joe. Glad to have you on with us tonight. Appreciate you sharing in the vacation festivities with us. I think we can kick off our first segment now and get right into the meat and potatoes of what's coming up on the gaming landscape.
Meat and potatoes and rutabagas.
And rutabagas.
Can't forget the rutabagas.
Bunking my mic there. Yeah, it's time for I Scry with My Little Eye.
I scry with my little eye.
All right, Joe. So little birdie told me that you have a Kickstarter that has been killing it for a new game that's called Chosen. And you know, we can talk about some little bits and pieces of it later, but why don't you just kick off and tell everybody kind of like what the idea is, you know, the process of working on it, how the inspiration came to you. I'd love to just hear what you have to say about Chosen.
Yeah, no problem. Chosen actually was kind of funny. I'm Martin knows that I because I've mentioned it before that I'm a huge Hideyuki Kikuchi fan. I love the Japanese style of horror, and so that kind of has affected the my dark fantasy uh influence throughout everything that I kind of make and how I look at it. And I was actually at PAX Unplugged last year, and I didn't even know that Zine Quest existed. And then a guy who works with me comes back and says, "Hey Joe, I think I'm going to make a zine." And I'm like, "Cool." I said, just out of nowhere, and he's like, "No, I was over talking to Mike Pondsmith." He's like, "You should make a zine." So I'm going to make a zine. And I'm like, "Okay." So and then we got to talking about it. Um, and for about an hour and a half on the drive home from Philly, we brainstormed for his zine, and then I didn't think anything else about it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I guess in a way I kind of owe a little bit of Chosen to the writers of Warrior Nun because binge watched I I binge watched Warrior Nun, and I'm like, this is cool. And then I got to think about like, that's kind of I love the part I love about Warrior Nun is that the halo chooses its bearer. And the so I was like, I'm gonna make a zine. And so then I was like, let's start brainstorming because I knew Zine Quest was in February. That's when open call started. And so I had at that point about a month. And so I came up with three solid ideas. And then I'm sitting there and I'm staring at my computer screen, and I just cannot sell myself on my own three ideas. I like these ideas. They might become a zine eventually or something else, but I could not sell myself on it. And I have like a little 6 to 7 inch statuette of a Nazgul. And he's like in this real like creepy pose. And I keep him on my desk, and he's like right here to my left, and he's in front of my Hideyuki Kikuchi collection. I have all like 25 of the novellas I've read.
Joe, can I stop you right there?
Yeah,
Two things. One, can you say the name of that creator one more time as fast as you just did?
Hideyuki Kikuchi.
Yeah, that's very
That
impressive.
was very nice. Yes.
And then two, I want to see. I'm going to start with Kate because Andrew's sitting right next to me. Kate, what is a Nazgul? Go.
Violence.
So lame. Oh, so lame. Do you know what a Nazgul is?
No. Is it a spiky thing on the purple planet?
No.
It is. It is
Joe, go ahead. I apologize.
It's okay. A Nazgul, for those who don't know, is one of the human ring bearers in the Tolkien.
Yes. Okay. I did know that.
Yeah,
Yes.
they took the rings and it turned them into wraiths. So
yes.
yes.
Thank you.
So
Familiar.
yeah, so I have a statuette of one, and he basically guards my Hideyuki Kikuchi collection. He looks at me. I have him facing me. So and I'm sitting there and I'm staring at my computer screen, and I'm like, I look over at him. I was like, "Don't judge me." And then my eyes kind of track to the right to my whole collection of Kikuchi horror, and I'm like, "Okay, you can judge me," because I should have thought of that a long time ago. Um, and And so then I'm like, so then I immediately have my setting. It's dark fantasy. And I wanted to do like a whole uh not just vampire hunting or werewolf hunting. And I wanted to do like a whole assortment of like, so I decided on vampires, werewolves, demons, and eldritch horrors. And I was like, so how can I make this interesting? Well, uh most hunting, like monster hunting stuff, is usually either like sometimes you get that anti-hero like in like series like Angel, um and stuff like that uh who are like either vampires hunting other people of their kind or something like that. But then I was like, I don't really want to go that route, but I want to kind of use that one of those aspects. So I thought, well, how do we set up the setting? And I wanted an appropriately dark setting. So I was like, I created an alternate parallel universe. It's not Earth, but it feels and functions like Earth. And I was like, so demons are usually devious and deceiving and appropriately just all out, just out for everybody, except they're really only out for themselves. And so
So judgmental.
so judgmental, so judgmental. I know. It's just I'm just.
I mean, I've known some pretty nice demons.
Well, these actually turned out to be nice demons. So four demons that were really just crooked and twisted. They love seeing the torture of humans. They love seeing the torture of their own kind. They just got bored. They got bored with all the games and stuff of their brethren and decided to take the game to the next level. So they disguised themselves as humans, like in ancient times, and taught the humans how to kill demons. And then just sat back and watched. And just kind of like we're just mingling with the humans the whole time. And these four demons are called the Volratha in my fiction. And the Volratha stuck around for generations. And then they had a vision, the four of them collectively, of a cataclysm that they were not going to be able to stop. And the cataclysm, of course, was humans being humans. We basically brought it upon ourselves. And we find humans of a corporation. This is where a little bit of science fiction comes. This is where Kikuchi, he likes to use technology in his dark fantasy. So this kind of comes into that. And like they find this ancient stone with runes all over it, and they start studying it. And the end game, called the Ancient One, he is this really, really like ancient evil who is just so powerful. And the whole time he was coaxing these humans on what they should be doing and trying to get them to activate the stone. Well, they did. And it creates a rip in reality. And the rip is so powerful that it completely destroys the city where the people are studying the stone. And the Volratha, who had since their vision been spreading their seed among the humans to hopefully give them a chance to continue their legacy, because at this point they're like, well, eventually if this happens, they will come for us, so we need to have a legacy. And so their legacy is just torturing their own kind and everyone else. And so when the tear happens, the seeds that are in these generations that have been kind of like passed down through DNA, they activate. And after study, the human population realized that the people who have the seed in them are only born under an eclipse. So during an eclipse, I know, tomorrow, right? It was really ironic.
Can we only play the game tomorrow?
No, although that would be fun.
Good. All right. Okay.
Well, the characters generated tomorrow will be playable, though.
Yes. So
which is why you have to back today.
Right. By all means, go right now.
Back today.
But these hunters, or right now they're just at that point they're just people with power that don't really understand what they're doing. The Volratha found these four houses of thought, and the houses of Volratha, they basically just they named them after themselves. So and each house focuses on a specific task of the monsters that were prevalent, because as soon as the tear happened and the Ancient One stepped through, he held it open. He's basically protecting it himself. and all of this evil started coming through into their reality, and shadows basically covered the entire world. So it's a world in perpetual night.
Okay, and
As
that's
it
kind of
never
the yeah, that's like what the situation that the players will find themselves in when they get into it, dealing
correct.
with
It's
like kind of
it's
the long-term aftermath of that.
right. That's where players come in.
Yeah.
Aiden, I'll
So,
just let you know you went a little quieter than the rest of us again.
oh geez, Louise.
Sorry.
All right. Well,
Joe, I
hopefully,
was checking your stuff out. I noticed it. I was intrigued because it doesn't require a game master, and it looks like it can be played on the fly. Like you just sort of generate something as you
that
go.
is that is the goal. Yes. So it is GMless. It was originally going to be a solo RPG. And then with just a little bit of tweaking, just make it GMless. I was a huge Mortal Kombat kid. When I was 14, when I was 14, I played Mortal Kombat nonstop. My
okay.
friends called me. It was hilarious because my friends called me the uppercut queen, because whenever I got in trouble, I would just uppercut them and I'd win the match.
So you're
And then
Your friends
if
were
it,
tough. You were fighting with your friends like that?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
in the game, in the
in
video.
the game. And then I graduated to Tekken, and then that's just all went away. But in any case, like, so the classic test your might, thing that was
Oh yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, I'm gonna make a test your might mechanic. So the test your might mechanic takes a villain and can increase it to better fit more than one player, and you just keep applying the test your might mechanic to
Mhm.
you can play up to 4 people, so you can have a squad of up to 4 monster hunters.
Because I remember seeing that you had written out some stuff about how players have the options to tackle higher level assignments so that they can advance faster, right?
Yes, very much so, because
Okay.
there is, as you advance, you do unlock things within your build,
Okay.
and depending on your build, because you've got your houses, and each house will have 2 paths, and the paths will vary from house to house. Um, and some it's like a melee versus ranged. Others it's more like basically like a brute versus an assassin type thing.
Sure.
Um, but the the mechanic works really well. I've been working on it myself. It's kind of funny. I was like, I don't know if this is going to work. So I just started playtesting it, and my very first playthrough, I almost died. I got down to 1 hit point. So I'm like, I'm okay with this.
Okay. Tough.
Yeah. I wanted to grind. I want to grind,
Okay.
and the uh, the most important thing is I had someone just straight up ask me. I think it was on Twitter. Uh, how do you? I said I would love to see how you plan to make a GMless game not be stale.
Yeah.
That's that's
It's a good
that's a
question.
fair question.
Yeah.
That's a fair question. So what I want to do is the game is narrative based, but I have charts that will supplement the narrative, and so that when, like for example, like if you take a contract to go see to pursue a vampire, you have 2 types of exploration. You've got city exploration and world exploration. And your city exploration is like within days. Your world exploration is weeks. The map plays a key part in this game.
Okay. So the story is like partially developed through your interactions with the world.
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly. And so whenever you take a contract, you get to the layer, and you can just like draw a little X or whatever. I'm not asking people to be like graphic designers to play the game or anything. Like we
Fair
just put
enough.
little simple things to keep your progress, track your progress.
Yeah.
Um, but you roll, first thing is first, I don't like game. There's something. One of my issues with some games is like, so even with GMs, I've had GMs be like, okay, this is what you're going, this is what you're after, and then you get there, and it's just like waiting. The monster's waiting on you, or it's doing something, and it's not like there's no horror aspect to it. And I'm like, so you're hunting these creatures, and these creatures, this is their lair. Like,
Yeah.
so when you get there, you have to roll a battle of wits, which is where I actually have a add-on uh for the Kickstarter. And that was where the idea for the add-on came from. The battle of wits is a roll. It was originally a high-low roll. It can still be a high-low roll, or like you can just do a coin, or the add-on is it's a custom coin. But the roll determines whether or not uh, you even realize that the monster is watching you, because it's their lair. They know you're coming, so they sense you like enter their territory, and they can actually get the jump on you. If you succeed, then you can prepare for battle and then initiate combat. If not, combat initiates whether you're ready for it or not, and they get the jump on you.
That
Okay,
happens
cool.
all the time.
Hmm?
That happens to me all the
Oh
time.
yeah.
Battle unsuspectingly springing out of nowhere.
Uppercut. It's
Yeah.
Mare herself and I this is how you can tell we grew up in the same household. We were literally typing the same Princess Bride line simultaneously about the Battle of Wits.
Yes.
With the same place. Sorry, Mare
Yes.
herself. My goodness.
Okay. So Joe, I'm loving this kind of talk about like trying to find ways to work around not having a person running the game, allow everybody to still collaboratively find ways to like feel suspense, engage with the world, feel like a story is developing. I do want to leave some time to get on to the rest of our segments for the stream, but I also wanted to
Absolutely.
call out. I know that you've mentioned also on the Kickstarter page that you currently have 4 different houses for the players to like pick from for their characters, right? But that you also have 3 more that are kind of an ideation for stretch goals, right?
Correct.
Okay. I thought that it'd be cool if maybe you just like threw out like a little nugget or a little teaser, like a morsel to kind of give everybody to latch onto with those 3 potential houses if the project gets more backers.
you heard
Absolutely.
it first.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I think last time I checked, we're like $200 away from the first stretch goal.
Right.
The one is what I'm calling the Hell Diver. It's so basically on the map there's your main continent, and then you've got islands. And the Hell Divers monitor the sea, because monsters didn't just infiltrate the land, they're in the oceans too. And the Helldiver class actually allows you to basically function underwater as if you could breathe it. And your job is to basically you can function on land. You can hunt land-based monsters, or you can go into the water. And I have an idea that there's a whole nother world, a continent underneath the continent, essentially. So you'll be exploring that, and you also get a really cool mount. Some of these, some of the subclasses come with really cool mounts. Like the werewolf hunters have a giant direwolf.
Perfect.
The hell divers, you have a giant squid as your mount.
Wait, the werewolves ride a wolf?
The werewolf hunt.
That's very meta.
Yeah. The werewolf hunters.
The werewolf hunters. The werewolf hunters, right?
Yes, technically they're werewolf trappers, because in this game, werewolves, you can kill werewolves, but the werewolves aren't the real problem. The werewolves, the real problem is the progenitors, which is I call the Avigbori, and they are humanoid wolves that have no human form, and they spread their disease throughout the humans, and that's where werewolves come from. So werewolf trappers, you can either just go hunting for werewolves, what you want to do, Or if you want to go for the big game, you can trap werewolves, collect information, and go for their progenitor. And then by eliminating that, you get much more XP, basically.
Sounds like the players have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, the Vigbury, each one is basically like a mini boss.
Yeah.
And but the other two classes, other two stretch goals, there's the witch hunters. On the map, there is a section that's on the map. And I designed it as like, I want a swamp. It wouldn't be a dark fantasy if I didn't have swamps. So there's a whole section of this humongous swamp, but it's largely unexplored because it's just too dangerous, and most people who go in there die. And that's the lore. Now, if we meet that stretch goal, then I will like go back and add more lore to that because I haven't expanded on that. But the witch hunters regularly travel in that because I foresee that as probably being the home of the witches.
Sure.
And classic like bog hag type stuff.
And then what about the last one? The
last one, actually that intrigues me the most. It's basically it's a class where you can ride fiends. Like, so there's two types, and one is a land-based fiend, so like a big muscular creature, hell creature basically. The other is what I call the Draco fiend, which is basically a demon dragon, but probably not a dragon, more like a drake, something smaller. And you actually
from Harry Potter.
Yes. Yeah, kind of like Harry Potter.
That was a Draco.
That was a Draco reference.
Yes, it was.
Awesome.
Also, so like and like Tolkien, since you mentioned the Nazgul, I'm going to give you more homework, Andrea.
Okay.
So the Helldrakes,
from
Tolkien.
Okay.
So those were kind of an inspiration for this as well.
Making a note in my phone.
But in that specific class, the player can actually use their mounts as part of combat. Like, and that's typically that house doesn't focus mainly on combat for the rider. The rider becomes the pilot. And so you can use that as like with a simple weapon, like arrow, bow and arrow, swords, whatever you want. And you can do that, but the mount is your primary mode of combat. And I just lost one of my earbuds.
Like a mech.
Yes, kind of like a mech in a way.
How cool.
Right.
A flesh mech.
Wow, a flesh mech.
Flesh mech.
Flesh mech.
Well, I think everybody, we really appreciate these like teasers. Everybody, these things are only potentially going to be in the game if the stretch goals are reached. Joe, how much longer is the campaign running so we know what the timeline is for getting all the extra funding in there to meet the goals?
We have 11 days left for the campaign.
11 more days.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And Joe, this is your first Kickstarter ever, yeah?
Correct. Yes, this is the first one.
Way to go. Way to go. Some of us started doing Kickstarters and we just never stopped.
Yeah.
Some of us also started funding Kickstarters and we never
stopped.
Yeah, and that goes on forever.
Well, Joe, thank you for giving us a preview of Chosen. Everybody, it sounds like there's a lot of backstory, fun mechanics, potentially a new way to enjoy tabletop RPGs here. So I think it sounds super cool and like a lot of fun. But even people who create cool games still have the opportunity to be labeled as peasants from time to time and earn themselves something that I think we put a high premium on around here in the Thieves Den, the infamous Palette of Filth.
That was quite a segue.
I am the master of segues, and I also Hope to soon become the master of filth, but tonight I'd have no option because I have to judge our segment of So You Think You're a Peasant. All right, everybody. Joe, thanks for sticking around with us for this. Hopefully you'll enjoy this game. So this is something that we play on Honor Among Thieves pretty frequently. I am going to roll on the occupation table from Dungeon Crawl Classics. And the occupation that I get is going to have a trade good, and you're all going to have 2 minutes to find me some version of that trade good or something that you can spin a great tale for why it should still apply. And then everybody's going to vote on their favorites. Sound good?
Sounds good.
I hope it
All
involves
right.
peanut butter and some kind of a dog toy, because otherwise I am upset.
Sometimes the dice are biased, sometimes they are unbiased. I guess we're just going to have to roll and find out. Okay, that's a big number here. I think 91.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
What page is it? 123 or 23?
22 and 23 in the Dungeon Crawl Classics rule book. Number 91 is a tax collector. You are tax collectors, and you need to bring us 100 copper pieces of income tax.
100 copper pieces of income tax.
100 copper pieces.
Go!
100 copper pieces. You've got 2 minutes. You know, this is really apropos considering that it's tax season. This can serve as our friendly reminder from Gaming Honors that if you haven't gotten on top of filing your taxes, that's something that you should take care of, because having to do it is annoying the closer it gets to tax day, and having to deal with the consequences of not doing it on tax day is even more annoying. So for those of you who may have forgotten, you're welcome, even though 90% of you are probably watching this on YouTube after tax day has already passed. So in that case, sorry. Hi, Andrea. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Are you excited to show off your 100 copper pieces?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm sad that it took so long for you to get back. I was just giving our viewers their lovely reminder to make sure that they're filing their taxes.
No, you are so concerned about our viewers.
That's
You're really
right.
nice.
Yeah, I'm looking out for the well-being of the people. I have to admit myself as intentions. How can you back projects on Backer Kick and Kickstarter if you're not making sure to file your taxes?
That's right.
Right. You need your refund.
Exactly, so that you can spend all of it on games.
So is
I can never file my taxes because I'm always waiting on my K1 and my huge earnings from Gaming Honors.
You got it, right?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
However, I'm still waiting on my K1 from SCI Solutions, which I am every year, which comes usually in June.
All right, we've got, I think, hey, Joe's back. Kate's back. All right, y'all beat the 2-minute timer. I hope that you all had fun looking for all of that money that you took from the nice taxpayers of, what is it? The name of the town from like the
Nudonia?
No, the one that I came up
Sacre?
with that everybody thought was ridiculous.
That's
Sacre?
Dad Sacre. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Man,
Dad Sacre.
brain fuzz there. That was ridiculous. All right.
Gyre.
So, Andrea, you were back first. Show us your copper pieces, please. I'd
Yes.
love to see how successful tax day's been.
So there's a story about this. Those of you at home who have a copy of Dwellings and Driveways handy, would you go ahead and pull that out?
I got it around here somewhere.
Nope, I don't have it right on. Oh my gosh, look at that.
So you will remember, is it right at the beginning?
It's pretty old. Yeah, it's pretty early.
There is the jar of coins that is on our dryer. So these are all captured with all the lint and gum.
Which I think I did right in the module.
Yes,
So
you
yeah, it's all written from life.
Yes, it's a true story. True story from the Bunikis.
True to life, dwellings coins. Okay, we've got dwellings coins. Martin, since you did not have the opportunity to show off the dwellings coins,
I'm gonna say, did you guys like go and wrestle in the laundry room for that or what?
Well, that's a little personal question, I think, really, for a family show. But I will say that any really productive tax collector is going to make sure they have lots of room
Where was that?
for lots of. I'm not telling you, lots of copies. This is my getaway money.
this is my hurdy-gurdy money.
This is my. This is.
Oh, the hurdy-gurdy money!
I'm saving up for the hurdy-gurdy right here. Any peasant tax collector knows you have to have room to really take more and more from the people. So I've got lots of room here to squeeze the peasants dry. There you go.
Do I get extra points because my dad worked for the IRS?
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
I think what you get is a conversation with Martin correcting himself before he accidentally said something about well-intentioned tax collectors. Anyway, while you guys ruminate on that, Joe, you have an entire wizard's tower there full of potentially collected taxes. Show us your coins, please.
Well, see, the thing is that especially in DCC, a lot of my characters are never good at their jobs. So the thing,
fair enough.
The thing is that, you know, as a tax collector, I am just horrible, which is why I'm trying to aspire to be an adventurer. So I have an empty burlap sack where my coins are supposed to go, but I don't have any copper. It's just empty. I'm that bad of a tax collector. Nobody listens to me.
On behalf of the people, there are 100 other peasants who are 1 copper piece richer because of your career sacrifice.
I
And
thought
Joe,
you
I
were
just-
going to say that you were at your mom's house and your mom only deals in crypto. I don't know.
Well, and I wanted to make sure, Joe, that you heard it correctly, that you were a tax collector, not an English professor. Because the empty coin sack, it could be either profession
Or a game developer.
or a game developer.
All right, well,
Just so you know, Lance, you know, I am falling closer and closer to the ladder. You know.
well, my condolences to your coin purse, Joe. Lance,
Yes.
do you have a coin purse or coins or taxes?
Oh yes, I have. I'm very effective at my job, so
What?
I have over 100 identical of the coppers. And the reason that I have over 100 is because I generally like to add a little on to myself for my collection efforts. So I probably have like 150 in here, and I take the 50 as a tip, and then the 100 goes to the king.
You're like the sheriff of Nottingham.
Indeed.
Well, man heard tax collector and decided that he understood the assignment.
Used to be named Saul. Now they call me Paul. I don't know.
All right. Kate, do you have any coins that weren't lost inside of doggy treats or doggy bags?
Yeah, so I actually am quite good at the tax collecting. I have so many extra coins that I actually just sew them onto belts. And so I don't just have copper, I have silver.
Oh my God, Kate.
Yeah, shake him around a little bit.
Okay. Sure. Why not?
Winner.
All right, guys. I don't know what to say to that. That's
Belly
that-
dancing on my bingo card. I'll bet someone that watches the show would have known that.
you know, it's the moment speaks for itself. Everyone vote. You can vote now. You can vote for who you think is the most tax collector for tonight, or for
Early
Kate,
vote often. Thank
'cause
you.
sews the losses of this of civilization into garments.
Uh,
Okay,
Just
vote will be up
in
in a
the
second.
in the
obviously.
chat, which is Tim said, "Crypto of the Devil Lich," which I love that.
Oh, nice.
Crypto
Fun.
of the Devil Lich.
Now this is a sci-fi adventure that I can get.
Tales from the Crypto. Oh, here we go. The votes are up.
All right, everybody, because
Oh!
we love paying our taxes so much, vote for who's going to come and get your taxes this tax season.
Who is your favorite tax collector? You're making it personal, Elena? Oh, it's a tax item, not the person who holds it. Well, I'm voting for myself.
I mean, my
No,
favorite
now if I vote for myself, everybody knows it's me.
my favorite tax collector might be one who doesn't collect my taxes, but that's what I would like to see.
Oh, it's a tough one tonight.
We're
Except-
neck and
I have
neck.
not-
Pennies off your eyes.
All
I
right.
might have to take these off of these scarves to do my own taxes, which I have not done yet, though.
Ooh.
All right.
You missed my warning, Kate. You needed my warning while everybody was getting their coins.
Where's my pity vote? Come on, everyone. Pity
I'm
vote.
not seeing it.
Andrea.
Oh,
Andrea.
now I have.
Hey, pity vote.
Oh, thank you.
And you know what?
Oh.
Impressive. We have a tie tonight. Charitability has fought effectively against Kate having everything that's ever been interesting and existed. Joe and Kate, you will have to take a 50-50 split of the pallet of filth because you are tie winners for tonight's game of So You Think You're a Peasant.
Good job, Kate.
Well,
Kate's used to being filthy. Joe, it's new for you.
congratulations to both of you, and I think that now we can take all of the woes that Martin just gave about being an English teacher, English professor, and allow him to repurpose those in a way that really shows us all what he's made of. We'll see his wordplay. We'll see everybody else's ability to understand what the heck he's talking about. That's right. It's time for Riddle Me Timber.
Riddle me timbers. Riddle me timbers. Riddle me timbers.
And it be time for Riddle Me Timbers, your favorite
Arr!
riddle game.
Indeed.
So, Joe, you're new to the show, so let me tell you how this is going to work. I'm going to read a riddle, and as soon as you know the answer, you will raise your hand. I will call on the person who I thought raised their hand first, that I see first, and you must answer the riddle correctly using a pirate voice. Once I have a correct answer, I will roll a d10 to determine how many points that answer is worth. At the end of the game, the player with the most points wins. However, we be pirates here. So once per game, you can try to pirate someone else's points. So you would say, I'm going to be pirating those points. And I will roll a d14. And if the number I roll is higher than the original, you get that person's points plus the second roll. Is that right, Kate? What you have written here is plus the second roll. So that's a ton of points. But if you roll lower than the original, you get nothing but humiliation, and you've lost your one pirate roll for the night. Okay, so if you hear someone get some points, you want to try it for them, you can. You can also use your pirate action to pirate your own points. So if you rolled like a 4, if I roll, you got 4 points, and you want to try and beat that number, and I roll a 12, you're going to get 16 points. But since pirates be everywhere, people in the chat can redeem challenge points and make me re-roll. So I can re-roll those points too.
Pirating your own points is like being a tax collector who also pays taxes.
I suppose, yeah. So do you be ready? Do you be ready, lads? All right, if you be ready, here you go. Yes,
I be ready.
The game is a rated R. R. If you know me, you know I get a little bit lonely every now and then. But who may I be?
One more time.
If ye know me, you know I get a little bit lonely every now and then. But who may I be?
Do we get negative points if we get it wrong?
Who may I be?
A little bit lonely every now and then.
I get a little bit lonely every now and then. Oh, Kate.
Are you be the piano man?
Oh, no, Piano Man. I think that Joss be knowing it, and I bet you be do.
She be
Mm.
She be do. Lance.
Are you the owner of a lonely heart?
No, but you're getting really
Chorus.
warm. Oh,
Are ye a total eclipse of the heart? For the singer of it.
I be needing the name of that singer.
Oh my! I can't remember the name of that.
Kate.
Hi, buddy, Tyler.
That's great.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
be how the
it
game
was
goes
Bonnie
sometimes.
Tyler. And yes, it was a total eclipse of the heart. So that'd be good for. Ooh, that'd be good for 12 points.
I'm gonna pirate them points!
That'd be a bad decision, but I'm excited to see if you can do it.
Oh, roll ye a 13 or a 14!
All right, I be trying to roll a 13 or a 14.
Roll me
Here
a 13
we go.
or a 14!
How about a 4?
You landlubber!
No
Don't you
pirates
be
in
worrying, I got more where that came from. Here we go. Arr!
Arr.
We made an eclipse you could see every day beginning in 1990. Who are we?
What was the year you said again?
Our beginning in 1990. We be making eclipses you could see every day. Aye.
Was that a Mitsubishi?
It is a
Yes.
Mitsubishi.
Oh. Give me
And I'd
joy.
be having an eclipse back then.
Is that a model of car?
It be a model of car. And before you be blaming it on me, Gen Xer roots, they still be making them. I did me research.
You be learning something new every day.
So, Kate, do I go up the dice chain on these points? Or I still roll a d14?
No, you'd stay on the
Okay.
initially. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, let's be seeing how many points she gets for the Mitsubishi. That'd be 13 points.
Oh.
Oh, I'm supposed to be tracking that, huh?
Yeah.
I even printed the sheet you gave me, Kate.
Yeah, she's got 4 on the first one. And then
All right. Here we be going. I'm going to see it. Kate's on too hot of a roll. I'm going to skip ahead. On a hot southern beach, a refreshing beverage I be. If it not be your Miller time, you can reach for me. Lance.
Corona?
It'd be a
Corona with a lime!
Yeah, I need an R, but yes, it'd be a Corona. And all right, yes,
That's a cool frosty beverage.
All right, that'd be 7 points.
Arr!
Oh,
Those points.
You'd like to pirate the points? 7 points.
you're gonna get my cutlass right in your throat.
And I'd be rolling an 8. You got this.
Arr! I be
Oh.
pirating the pirated points, or be it not working that way?
You can. You got to beat an 8, right? Does she have to beat?
Arr!
Okay.
Or the 15.
Or is it a 15?
You go up the chain.
Arr!
Okay, so
Number
I
of
will roll a
pirates.
d16, and then she has to beat a 15.
Whichever the higher one. I missed it. What was the highest?
8.
15.
Right.
Well,
Well,
sorry.
so the total points was 15.
yeah, I rolled an 8. She pirated 7.
Oh yeah, no, because then even if you went up the chain, you couldn't possibly beat it, right? So I think it was just the last roll.
Okay, so you have to beat an 8 on a d16. Here we go. And you did.
Arr!
Okay, so that means what happens?
That means that
Me-
Hayden gets them.
Hayden,
We'll be getting them all.
Hayden
Our-
be getting-
Me likes all me points that me's didn't earn.
That be the pirate way. So
There,
Andrea,
there may be honor among thieves, but there's no honor among pirates.
all right. So just
I'm
to
still
give
waiting.
you, it'd be Kate at 25, Andrea at a big goose egg, and Hayden at 27. Here we go.
It
We
just
still
goes to
have-
show you, Joe, you don't need to know how to answer the riddles to win the game.
I see.
Arr!
Quite enlightening.
Very useful for one such as I.
Arr! If ye be a true maverick, it's plain to see. You'll not look skyward without a wearing me.
Arr.
Arr!
Be eclipse glasses?
Arr, no. Joe.
Oh, that was my answer. So I'm at
Arr!
loss.
Lance, did your hand go up too?
Aye, but I had the same idea as the last.
Arr!
Run it by us one more time,
let me read
mayhaps.
it again. There's a clue. There's a clue in the riddle.
What?
Arr, if ye be a true maverick, it's plain to see. You'll not look skyward without wearing me. Yes, Joe.
That would be an airplane.
No, you don't be wearing no airplanes. Hayden.
Be ye aviators?
I'll be giving you aviators. Ray-Ban.
Oh, I was close.
Arr.
For the kids at home, don't just wear those.
No, you
during
can't
the
wear those
eclipse.
for the eclipse. That's right. But Maverick.
I-
Okay.
He did.
I thought it was eclipse.
I was close. I was on the
I was on
right
the
train of
Top
thought.
Gun.
You
Yeah,
were-
I was on the
Top
Top
Gun.
Gun.
Top Gun train of thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say me Scientology bracelet, but I don't know.
Arr. Missed the mark slightly.
Oh, now we get back to the John Travolta money. All right, that would be that's 6 points for the aviator. Was that for you, Hayden?
Yes.
Wow, Hayden
Ah.
is just.
I'm gonna be a pirate in Hayden's coins.
Oh yes, you will. be.
Joe! You be
All right.
stealing me coins.
I'd be thinking Joe had too good of a pirate voice to be on this game.
It is really good, Joe. You be pirating those points. You get 15 points total.
Awesome. I like it. I'll take it.
All right,
This
All
shan't
right.
go unpunished.
we be almost done now. Let's see. Oh no, I still got 2 more.
Oh, okay.
If we got the
Okay.
time. All right. Arr. I wrote that in. And then arr. Like every riddle I wrote R. Arr. I eat at night and sleep all day. And far from the sun I must stay away. What am I?
Arr. A teenager.
No.
A vampire! Oh, it's a vampire!
Vampire.
A vampire.
A vampire.
Let me tell you about the time that I was on the last voyage of the Demeter. And we had this crate.
Ye be getting 7 points for that.
Arr, Cater, you're gonna pirate. No? Okay.
I got one more. Here we go. Here'll be the last riddle. Arr! Me father's sunny warning I should have heeded, and turned back round the way he pleaded. Who am I? Oh, Hayden.
Be ye Icarus?
Arr, I be Icarus.
Ooh.
Icarus.
Icarus.
Nice.
You know what? My buzzer wasn't. I hit my buzzer first. This wasn't going off.
That'd be good for another 8 points. Kate,
It
would you be...
happens to everyone. I be one of those 8 points.
All right, let's see. Arr, I'm afraid not. That would be a 3.
I'm gonna be a pirate in his points.
I think
you
you
already
already
used it.
pirated, didn't you?
Oh, did I? Yes, I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
yes, I did.
But
Oh,
he's
you
a
took-
true pirate. He tried to do it. all at
You can't be
once.
taking all me points, Joe. Goodness gracious.
All right, here.
Kate tried to be a sky pirate.
What can I
Oh,
say?
Dice
Just a
Station
scoundrel.
Zebra. Dice Station Zebra has tried to has redeemed a reroll.
Ooh.
So, Kate, you be getting another chance at those 8 points. courtesy of Dice Station Zebra, and it's a 13.
Oh, shiver me timbers!
That'd be 21. Oh my gosh. And just like that,
Chris!
Kate becomes the winner. It would have been Hayden. So yes, we'd be having Kate at 40, Kate / Dice Station Zebra at 46. Andrea at a respectable Hayden at 27. So close. Joe at 15, coming in strong. Lance at 7. Well done, everyone.
You need to have your pirate friends. Thank you, Dice Station Zebra.
And
So Kate has half a pallet of filth, and what? What does she get for this?
or what be the pirate? It's a
The treasure?
no, it's Real Me Timbers. I think you get a 2x4.
It's a crate of mackerel.
Or it'd be tuna. That's the chicken of the sea.
There you go. There you
All
go.
is forgiven, Dice Station Zebra. I think we all want to see if Kate can hit some kind of gamer ascension if she wins enough of these games.
Ascension. Kate be getting the plank. Oh, rum. We got a lot of good suggestions in the chat for this. And Keith pointing out this game can get really cutthroat. It's true, especially when the
No, you know
From
what
here
Kate
on out,
really needs?
they'll be known as
What does it mean?
Dice Station Zebrafish.
I think Kate needs more copper.
so she could be making an entire shawl.
There might be more of that where that came from.
All right, Martin, those were some fun riddles. Thank you very much for taking
You're
us through
welcome.
that. And yeah, I think that wraps up most of the stuff before our adventure segment, which means, unfortunately, everybody, we do have to say goodbye to Joe. But Joe, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for talking about Chosen. Everybody, if you haven't checked the link yet, we've got it a little bit up above. Go check out the link to the Kickstarter for Chosen. It sounds like a really, really cool, unique way to experience a Gothic setting. Play some games with your friends without even needing a dungeon master to necessarily build a bunch of stuff out for you. Joe, any last things you want to say?
Like I said, we got 11 more days for the Kickstarter. If you're interested at all in like a GM-less game, I hear it all the time at conventions. At least go and have a look at it. It's dark fantasy, and not only that, but really and truly, the biggest thing, like I tell people, don't let one bad experience ruin tabletop gaming for you.
Yeah.
I hear it all the time, and so that's one thing that why I went to go this route is because a lot of people, I don't feel comfortable playing with other people, or I don't have a group to play with. Don't give up on gaming. It's really great.
Yeah, good point.
Thanks,
And,
Joe.
Great
No
advice
problem.
for
Thank you guys
especially
for having me.
someone- Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Bye.
Castaway on the purple planet, castaway. They must survive the purple planet, castaways. Can they escape the purple planet, castaways? They're castaways on the purple planet, castaways.
All right, so we have time to journey to a faraway, forbidding planet, the purple planet. And I want to catch up Lance and Hayden, who were not here last session. The peasants managed to defeat the pseudopod that had emerged from the trunk that you all opened up.
I remember that.
You managed to sort of shake off the paralysis, and you wandered up the beach into the jungle. And after sort of going through this jungle of mushrooms a little while, you came into an encampment that seemed deserted, except for the bodies. There were 2 bodies resting in sort of chairs. One of them was obviously like a skeleton of a female wearing a white pearl necklace. Next to her was another skeleton of somebody wearing like an ascot. And then in the middle of the field, in the middle of the clearing, there was a giant beast that had been felled by a mighty warrior clutching a spear. This mighty warrior was wearing a bright orange shirt and a yellow kind of hat on him. And very skinny guy. And you managed
Wait a minute. Get out of here. Are we talking Thelma and Freddie and
No. Why does nobody get this?
It
Yellow
was Gilligan.
hat on.
A
Yellow
nerve has
hat.
been
Actually,
struck.
white.
Oh, is it white?
Yeah.
Did I get it wrong? Oh, check the Google. I think I saw
I
a
think it
yellow
was
hat.
Gilligan and like the rich guy and his wife, maybe.
Exactly. It is.
well, sit right here and we'll tell a tale of a long, long trip.
It's the Howells. It's the Howells, and yes, it was Gilligan. Somebody like Gilligan.
All right,
we're
let's
not-
call them by their name: Thurston and
That's right.
Mrs.
Yep.
And Lovey.
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 And we are not violating any copyright because they are just inspired by. And you
This
you
show
wearing
never
a
fails
yellow
to
hat.
make
yeah, he's wearing
this
a
show
yellow hat.
never fails to make me feel young. It never fails.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
You have never seen Gilligan's Island?
No.
All right, well, that's a project.
You don't
for
have
this
to.
summer.
You know what? You may not have seen it, but you're living it right now.
The
So,
weather started getting rough. The
Okay.
tiny ship was lost.
so the party did manage to search around, and they found. First of all, they found like some drilled out shells, and if you shake them, there seems to be some liquid inside. So you find some sort of husks that have been drilled out, and then corked, and you can feel liquid. There are 5 of these. You also found what looked like one of those husks cut in half, and it is tied to a long vine
Is it
that,
a shell?
like a shell.
Like a shell. Okay.
Yep, that goes running deep into the mushroom jungle.
All right, I'm going to take the one
Yep.
that's cut in half.
Yep.
With the vine in it. I'm going to
Yeah.
put it up. I'm going to put this hand on this ear, and I'm going to put this hand. I'm going to put the shell thing right here. I'm going to try and listen.
Give me a luck check.
Oh, heck yeah. I'll give you a luck check.
A shell phone. That's right, Keith.
Let me see. Best luck I got.
Yeah,
out of all
under it.
4?
You have to roll under it.
Yeah. No problem. So my luck is 16 and I rolled a 12.
Okay, does it happen to be the same peasant who is wearing the helmet?
Oh, good question. It is not. It was Mudge, the
So
grave digger.
you do hear like
Okay, so he hands it. He's like, oh, I hear something. And then he hands it over to Helmet Guy. He hands it over to Tosh, the shaman.
All right, so Tosh, do you have to hit a rune?
Yeah, actually, I've got. Sorry, guys, I dropped all my guts. Yeah, so I know. So Tosh knows after trial and error that by pressing. So Tosh is going to press 8, the 8th rune.
Okay,
Wait,
so yeah, so suddenly you can hear it, and it's like, little buddy, the professor is missing you. Come in, little buddy. That's it. That's what you hear.
speaking in my language.
Yeah, well, you can understand it.
Oh, so I will speak back and I will say, little buddy here, Skipper, tell us how to get to you.
All right. You hear give me a personality check with that peasant.
Okay, that would be, rocking a negative die modifier on this baby.
Ooh.
Ooh, I rolled an 18 though, so it's 17.
Okay, so you hear you just follow the cord
Okay,
and
got it.
hurry.
So Tosh tells the group, Skipper wants us to follow the cord.
Okay. What does the group do?
Leslie clutching his still gashed open side from the wound that he took earlier.
Well, first thing I think we should do is search the corpses. Don't we always? We got to scavenge these.
Yeah.
corpses.
So
Do
unfortunately,
you know how wealthy The howls were?
These are not the howls. So you do find you can take the necklace. You can take the spear that's jammed in the creature. And I already told you about the 5 casks. That's about all you find here.
Oh, is anybody? I would like to try something.
Well, I think Leslie was going to try something.
Yeah, Leslie,
too.
what
Oh,
are you, with your
Leslie,
first-
try something else. Somebody else try something.
Leslie was going to spur everybody onward and try to rally the troops, but you've pointed to the casks again, and he's going to pick one of them up, and you said they're corked?
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to pop the cork off,
Okay.
get a little whiff of this material, this mixture inside. Is it just like some watery substance? Does it smell rancid? Does it smell...
It smells it doesn't smell rancid. It does smell musky, earthy. Got an earthy overtones.
Okay. He is going to get a little taste test.
Okay, so you're gonna take a drink?
Sure, take a drink.
Okay. If you are down hit points or stamina, or hit points or stamina damage, you no longer are.
Okay, Leslie feels rejuvenated and his gait is stronger now. We must press forth.
And there are only 4 of those left now.
Okay. Ecclesius is going to super selfishly grab one for himself immediately. The rest of them won't.
All right. So
Should we distribute? So you grabbed one.
Yep. 3 more.
Kate, you gonna grab one?
I will grab one, yes. And I
Uh,
think since he volunteered to drink it, maybe you could have the spare.
the extra, yeah. I'll take. Tosh will take one.
Okay.
so
Who's this?
you begin to follow the vine into the jungle. And Elena, if you wouldn't mind showing that picture I sent to you, this jungle is filled with mushrooms of all shapes and sizes and colors, and it can, like you realize, oh my gosh, you were woken in the middle of the night, you were kidnapped, you were riding on this ship, you're hungry. Like, it has been a long time since you ate, you've been fighting, you're starting to feel tired. Some of these mushrooms smell delicious, but there's just a variety all around you.
It's like an Allman Brothers concert.
Yes. I was going to say fish, but whatever.
Okay, so-
I guess I'm dating myself.
So
There's no Allman Brothers left alive. Whatever. Fish.
All right. So that's what
I mean, let's go. I'm definitely munching these shrooms. There's no doubt about it.
So if you
Tucker
look
Allen would like to remember, he would like to think back to his times of woodcutting and being around in the forests, and he thinks that he might know what mushrooms could be safer to eat.
So who is that again?
That's Tucker Allen. It's Tucker, good old Tucker.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Tucker. So first of all, none of these mushrooms look nothing like the mushrooms on your plant. In fact, I mean, some are as big as oak trees. But I will let you make once you tell me which one you want to try, I will give you an intelligence check to see if maybe you have some kind of feeling about it.
Mushroom number 8 looks pretty safe.
All right. And everyone, if
Tucker thinks it does.
If you back to Purple Planet, you are going to get these player guide mushroom guides that our players have. So let me just describe it. It is a sort of sickly yellow and medium. It is about your size. Yeah, it's about your size. You said 8, right?
Sickly yellow.
It's to throw off.
Looks appetizing.
It's to throw off the creatures of the Purple Planet. It'll be fine.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
15.
You don't like the look of its flesh up close. As you're getting right up next to it, you're like, really? All these different kinds of mushrooms, and this is the one? You're not sure.
Did I say 8? I meant 11.
All right. Yeah, so this is a
Tucker will say, I changed my mind. This one looks not very good.
Give me an intelligence check. This is a purple mushroom.
Purple
18.
shroom, purple shrooms.
Only want to eat you when you've got the purple shroom.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, you think maybe this is worth a shot?
Nom nom nom.
Yeah,
Again, what'd you do there?
the Cookie Monster. I would say that this mushroom, it's not the best thing you've ever tasted, but it kind of fills you up. You're like, oh, this isn't bad. Try that.
These are good. You guys should try this. It's really good.
All
You
right.
know, I'm not sure about this. Here, try it.
In the interest of time, Kate, would one of your peasants like to try a mushroom?
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe look at 13.
All right. Oh wow. Okay. You had to sort of search around, like you had seen that people were looking for mushrooms. You were really searching around. These are very small. They're very thin and translucent. You can
Ooh.
see through them.
Is that
Like
what
tiny little jellyfish mushroom beings.
Yeah, like tiny or ghost pipe plants, which are amazing
those are-
plants that look like
Yeah.
mushrooms.
Oh, did Rob Swanson just walk in the room all of a sudden?
All right.
Yes. I'm going to pick them, see if my flesh starts burning, and if not, I'll try to eat it.
Okay, it does not start burning, but I do need you to make a fortitude save.
Happy to. Just happy to do that. Okay. That's 18.
All right, and now I need you to make a will save.
Now we're gonna do a deck save.
7.
No luck check.
How do you
Ooh,
feel?
but I get a +1 8 because I got on saving throws. So 8 on that.
Okay, is that your final number?
How about 10?
So you're gonna burn 2 luck.
If
You're
I
not
burn
just giving
2
me
luck,
another
yes.
number. Yeah. All right. You fall asleep. Like, boom, you're asleep. And remember that. Okay? Just make a note.
That was
Lance.
13, right?
Yes, so
Yeah, that was on 13.
Tosh.
And there's only like let me you look over, there's only 3 more of those mushrooms by her.
Yeah.
Or him. Yeah, Tosh.
Oh, so Tosh, my helmet wearing adventurous shaman guy.
Yeah.
He is gonna go for mushroom 10.
All right. So this is a short mushroom and it's a kind of ochre color and you're gonna eat it?
I believe so. That's what the dice said.
All right, very good. You put it in your mouth and immediately your lips start burning, your tongue starts burning, your cheeks start swelling. Give me
This sounds like a great idea.
give me a fortitude save.
All right, for it is. Stamina, okay, straight up. That would be a 5.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's awesome.
All right, very very good. Let's see how awesome
I
that
think
is.
5 was the number.
You take 5 points of damage.
Oh,
All right, I'm going to distribute up the gear between my other 3.
So Tosh drops to the ground. You see the mushroom roll out of his hand, and yeah, clearly a very deadly effect.
Does his face dissolve? Like his jaws hanging out, skins? He said it was burning.
Yeah, no, it
Tastes like
doesn't.
Bernie.
It tastes like burning. No, it's a great question. It does not seem acidic.
Just poison?
As you're all looking at it, you're like, wow, that is a lethal poison.
Okay.
And that was number 10.
Mm-hmm.
It was number 10. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So Tosh is dead.
Yep,
And can I distribute his gear between my remaining 3 then?
you sure can.
Thank you.
I think
Pass.
we need to give
God
some
rest his soul.
Keith.
Yeah, Keith has just written a new verse to your song, Kate. Pass.
Oh, passed away on the purple planet. Passed away.
Love it. All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna Elena, are we good for one more round of hunting? Okay, Hayden, you have another
Yeah.
peasant who'd like to try a mushroom.
Yes, so Brutus picks up number 6 and then says, I like this. And then Ecclesius says, if you like it, then give me it. And he eats number 6.
Oh, okay. This is a toadstool. It's covered in red dots. Give me a fortitude save.
Ooh. How about I burn 5 luck and say that I rolled a 10?
Okay. Yeah, you bite into it and it's like, oh, you like your tongue feels hairy. Yeah, like hairy tongue feeling, and but you managed to spit it out, and you're fine.
He looks at Brutus. You idiots! You tried to kill me!
Kate, you got a peasant?
They're all feeling less hungry by the second. Let's see, maybe how about 2?
2. Okay,
It
this
like
is
kind of grows up the sides of things.
yeah, it's kind of it's got a sort of puffball feel to it. And it's tan white. And yeah, so it kind of feels almost like the head of a dandelion. Like you've almost got the head of a the deadhead dandelion.
Deadhead.
You know, like when it's
So
all,
it's a puffball.
when
It's a puffball mushroom. Yeah.
yeah.
I
You
thought
see
it
them
was-
at the fish. You see them at the fish concerts all the time. The deadhead. Anyway,
The deadheads.
Eat me!
I guess I'm gonna try to delicately maybe lick it.
You might be bouncing around the room after this.
All right. So you know what? You lick it, and there's like a puff of it goes into the air, and I'm gonna say because it's right in your face, you suddenly you can't see.
Oh.
Like the spores kind of float into your face, and you can't see.
This is working out fabulously.
But how does it taste?
Like cotton candy, blindingly tasty. And you know, like it took a little bit of pressure to make that puff happen. I just want to point out you were able to pick it off. You were carefully picked it off, and you still had it. And it was the pressure that made it. So be thinking creatively.
So throw it into somebody's face and blind
Yeah,
it.
like
I'm just saying.
yes.
And
Yeah.
Lance, would
Keep
you like
those
to?
for disappearing later.
Yes. Last one. This
Yes,
is
Keith, it was such a clue. I got to help these people.
this is Get Shorty.
Okay.
So this is Shorty the dwarf. Let's try numero uno.
Oh, this one is fun. It's got tiger stripes, and it is kind of spongy on the stalk.
All right. Smash it. I'm starving. I'm a dwarf. I eat anything.
All right. Your tongue feels hairy. Give me a fortitude save.
Yes. Let's do this. Okay. That's a nat 20.
All right. So you spit it out, and you realize you're like, oh my gosh, you felt as if you had been like, people of a certain age will get this. If you'd been like kneeling for a while, then you stood up too fast.
Yes.
You feel that way, like this sort of wave of weakness fall like cascades over you, but you're able to shake it off.
Can I keep this mushroom? What would I call it? Like a stun shroom?
I mean, you definitely had, you don't know, it didn't have that effect on you when you picked it.
But when I ate it, it was going to knock me out.
Something was going to happen. Yeah.
I'm just going to put number 1 shroom on there, and we'll figure it out later.
Okay. Yeah.
I missed the moment when Tosh died and Leslie noticed that he died and went, "No."
Was that his brother?
No, he just feels a great level of responsibility for all of these people.
Oh, that's nice. All right. We are going to leave it there on the purple planet. You are in a jungle full of these mushrooms. So you can take a break. You don't have to try them all now. I hope you've been taking notes on your sheet about what mushrooms do what.
I think we might just pick up our friend Tosh instead of trying the mushrooms later.
Most of these mushrooms suck.
You see the vine that you're following leads off into the jungle, and there along a small trail. Who knows what waits on the purple planet? All right.
That could be periwinkle.
Don't eat.
I thought you were just going to say
planet.
All right.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got one more song to listen to.
Sorry, I forgot. So does that mean that it's time for Roll the Body?
It's time to roll the body. It's time to roll the body. It's time to roll the body.
All right. So this is Roll the Body. And in this segment, we're going to have everybody make a check to see if, though they've been down, they might still be salvaged. I think that tonight we can do today's date plus whatever I roll on a D8. You have to roll under.
Wow, you're feeling nice.
Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll roll low.
Not all judges are mean.
Let's get a luck save under a 12, everybody. Under a 12, and you're good to go for tonight.
Let me ask a question, since it actually matters this time.
Sure.
A lot of times, none of us are dead, and we just do this as a customary outro. But am I actually rolling Tasha's body?
You're a peasant. He's a peasant.
You can't roll the body on peasants.
Thanks for the rules clarification, Martin.
They're just dead.
Who's alive? Who's dead? Show me on your hero pins who rolled under that 12.
Ow.
No, Adrian, no! Let's no!
You rolled a 1. That means you're good. You roll under the number.
Oh, right.
You could not have rolled better. That was the best roll you could ever have.
Andrea, yeah!
Nice gamer adjacent move, Andrea.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sure that next time someone else will be the only person who dies. Don't take it too personally.
Hey, so before we fight our way through the last of the script, I just want to say that the little point of personal privilege. So Joe was actually a student of mine at the university, and so he's a graduate now, and I'm just really excited to see him take his passion for gaming and move it into the real world, because I wish I had done it right out of college. So like I'm really like I'll say I'm proud of him for doing that. So
yeah.
Anyway, if you can back his project, please do. It's great to see another gamer get started.
Yep, for sure.
And in the meantime, to see us talk about all those cool games, both that we work on and that students of ours work on and that friends of ours work on, where can they find us, Kate?
On Instagram, check out Gaming Honors RPG.
Or on Facebook, you can find us at Honor Your Game.
Lance, do you want to say it? I'm in the script, but you always...
I'm following the script, Mark.
All right. You can subscribe as you always do. You can subscribe to our email at gaminghonors.com.
And I will just say, I bid you adieu.
Yeah, this is why we like hanging out with our audience. We keep it real, guys. We keep it real. We'll never pull one over. Everybody, that was a ton of fun. Thank you for coming. Thank you for meeting Joe with us, hanging out. It was a ton of fun. So hopefully we'll see you all again in 2 weeks.
See you in 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.